the start of the stream is gonna be you talking about your homework. Actually, go to.
Just turn our voices off.
I mean, I don't think it really matters. No one really cares.
I definitely have one wallet, right? Control F
Oh, so wrong.
over here. Maybe would like to look for a while. I do have a wallet.
No explicit pass by reference, no pointers, no structures, classes, or no recursion. Yep. All guessed word. What? Oh, fuck. I also have to verify that all of the guessed words are in the list of provided words. No one.
All right, hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream for Russycats versus Are You Winning Son? We do have some champions to watch for this upcoming draft. We have Mundo, Shaco, Fizz, Ash, and Seraphine for the side of the Russycats, and we have Ornn, Vi, Zyra, Nautilus, and Keep side of Are You Winning Son? Ducky's Caitlyn stats look pretty damn impressive, as well as Dave's 4-0 Ash win rate. Could argue that that's even more impressive just because of the amount of games played. Have that like consistent scoreline, but I don't know. I think that's just gonna be a really exciting matchup to watch for. Dave's also been playing a bunch of Zeri recently. I don't know if we're gonna see that or not. Zyra mid, I think we can pretty much expect to be picked if it's not banned. He also does play some Malphite mid. Gould's Vi looked really, really good last game. I was ashamed he didn't quite get the win with it. Joel's Ornn has historically just been left up, which I'm not sure is like the greatest strategy to deal with it, especially because, as you've seen, he hasn't lost on it. Russ has been known to blind pick the Mundo a lot, so he might just kind of see that starting off. And obviously, Silico's Shaco. The 18 KDA is kind of ridiculous. I don't know if we're like for sure gonna see it. He might whip out the Teemo jungle. He's a big fan of that. But I don't know. We haven't seen too much Silico jungle so far, so I'm really excited to see how that pans out. I'm really gonna check his stats right now in the jungle to see they are. Okay, he's played 5 games of jungle. 1 was Bard, 1 was Kha'Zix, 1 was Shaco, 1 was Teemo, and 1 was Zed. So it looks like he's going to play Assassins or Troll picks almost exclusively. So
that's a good mix.
Yeah. I think Bard jungle would be really funny to see in a season game. But
foreshadowing?
God, I hope not. Here, I'll stream.
For the
what
sake
I
of
can see.
It's not the absolute worst thing. It is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Someone who's played it on multiple occasions, that being like, I don't know, like 2 or 3, it's just it's actually terrible. Like,
Yeah.
you can do nothing.
Yeah. All right. So with the draft starting in about 5 minutes, I want to take some time to look at the key matchup, which for this game is Dave on the side of Russycats versus Ducky on the side of Are You Winning Son in the bot lane. These players actually have not met each other head to head, but they do have some pretty damn impressive scorelines in this lane, with Ducky having a KDA of 4.5 and Dave's being 4.26. Both have won 2 more games than they've lost, which I guess is interesting. Jin, Jinx, and Caitlyn are both in their top 5 champion, or are all 3 in both of their top 5 champions. So those could be pretty important in Big Ben. Really depends on how they decide to approach it.
I'm predicting a win for the Russycats because they have the cake buff, so it's gonna really help them out.
I kind of forgot about that. They do have first game in scrims cake baked for them to amplify their performance.
Absolutely.
It's like their own surprise party skin line.
Yeah, they did get a cake to boost their morale.
Honestly.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna pull up Silico, who I think is a key player to watch in this draft, because I think, honestly, none of us are gonna have any clue what champion he's gonna try and pick.
He'll play whatever he feels like playing in the moment.
Honestly, all 5 of these champions on the highlight, I could see him playing jungle. He's only played 2 of them in the jungle, but I could see any of them happening. He has a 3.28 KD over time, of all time. He's played 33 games, and across those 33 games, he's played 23 different champions. which is pretty ridiculous. That's only about 1.5 games per champ. Does only have a 48.5% win rate, but he does do a bit of trolling. But I think that's one of our favorite things about Silico is that he's not afraid to experiment and play some hidden tech to kind of
no.
catch everyone off guard.
We always used to flex Leona top.
Yeah, it
just in
was
case.
it was brutal.
It was viable. Like he held the lane with Leona top.
I mean, he beat us with Leon at top. So.
Silico can play anything that he says he can play. He will.
Yeah.
Like if he's in the mood for something, he will lock it in, and he will do. It will at the very minimum go even. I think. I don't think I've ever seen him do like absolutely terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen him struggle, but it's normally with like actual picks. And it's not it's when his team goes, oh, you should play this champion, and then he does, but you know, he didn't want to.
Silico has to do what he wants to do.
Silico
That's what I'm
doing his own thing.
Yeah.
It is better off if he does what he's in the mood for.
Yeah. And I'm gonna pull up our other player spotlight. We got Eric O for the side of Yawinin Sun. His most played champions have a nice 80 carry, not 80 carry, 80 carry, not 80 carry pattern going to them. He has played 27 champions in 46 games, so not as diverse as Silico, but still something to watch. He does have a 3.10 KD over time and a solid 48% win rate. So him and Silico are about the same. We're about to get into drafts, so I'm going to hook it up. And that is not the correct draft. All right, there we go.
That's the correct draft.
So fancy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I still don't know how to do that like smoothly. I guess I could like, I don't know.
Wait, what's our abbreviation for
JKM?
JKM.
I think that's honestly like one of the coolest ones.
Yeah, that's pretty swag.
Yeah.
J is honestly the best letter of the alphabet. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed to have been named it.
True. There's only one J player on the screen right now. We have, I think, 7 in the server.
Yeah.
It might be the most of any
name or starter.
Because we have 6 A's. Okay. YWS has locked in on draft.
Okay.
Okay, C also has 7. Oh, D has, holy shit. We have 11 D's.
Dude, nice.
Now that is winning.
That is.
Here's where I make sure I didn't copy and paste the same link for both of them. Okay, yes, the team that told me that draft starts too late is the one that is took longer. Okay, the teamo gets banned right away. Absolutely none of that will be tolerated.
Silico was asking about letting that one slide in chat earlier.
Yeah, Blitzcrank gets banned away from Erico, which makes a lot of sense. The Akshan is taken away from presumably Cam.
Yeah.
And then Vi is taken away from Gold after last game. I think that is a very smart thing to do. I'm wondering if Zeri is going to get banned away here. I think it could be pretty smart. Shaco or Zeri would be the two that I'd look for. You could also take away Russ's comfort on Mundo. No, the Echo is taken away from Silico as well. That's also pretty valid, yeah. And then Kha'Zix is banned away. That's interesting, because that was one of the champions that Silico had played. So he's taking it off of his own table.
Have either of the supports played Renata Glass recently?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. I would like to see another scrim game with her. I think she's in a good spot.
There's the first pick Poppy top.
Yep. That makes sense for Joel. I want to say it's been like pretty much permit against him for a while. I'm gonna double check his stats on that. Okay, yeah, he's only played 2 games of Poppy, but he's essentially a one-trick on it in ranked. The Katarina is locked in. I guess that is a flex between Cam and Dave. It would be kind of sad if they flexed the roles around so that our featured matchup didn't actually take place, but
yeah,
it's not out of the question.
Is that Cam would be playing that?
You gotta be on your toes.
Okay, to be fair, Dave used to be a Katarina one trick, so
that's true.
I don't know. It could honestly be either. And then the Lulu's locked in.
Oh,
Probably for Mimi. But
Mimi,
honestly,
yeah.
with how the meta is right now, it could be anyone.
Enchanter meta.
Odds
We'd
are
love to
that's
see
for
it.
Mimi.
Yeah.
Would be my guess.
It could.
She
I
does
mean,
tend
it'd
to
be-
favor
they could
enchantresses.
flex it
Yeah.
if they really needed to.
I want it to be Russ, but I don't think it is. Okay, yeah. In scrims all time, the only 2 people to ever play Katarina are Cam and Dave. Cam has
Yeah.
played it once and went 7-9-1. Dave has played it 8 games, 50% win rate, and his average KD is 12-6. Okay, it looks like Ducky is going to get the Jinx here, which is pretty good. You don't want that paired up with Lulu on the enemy team, which
That's
is
true.
pretty good. I wonder if they're going to try and pick a support to pair up nicely with it, because there's only so many Enchantresses left, and you kind of want one of those. But no, they're actually going to pick up the Hecarim. It's been popping up a lot more recently in pro play. There's been a lot of diverse builds with
2
it.
jungle bans.
The
It's important
Viego.
to find a jungler that you feel comfortable on here.
The Viego is picked up, honestly, again, considering who's playing in this game, who the hell knows where that Viego is going, but is likely going to be going to Silica in the jungle. Eric O's Nautilus is banned away. I think that's probably about as valid as the Blitz one is. They're both super strong champions. I don't know. I'm surprised the Zyras made it this far through draft, because Yavid is a big Zyra mid player, and I think
or Malphite, either one.
Yeah. I mean, Zyra would go with their comp way better because they do need some AP damage. If Russycats leaves it up, which honestly I think is the ethical thing to do, I hope he picks it. And they're banning the Zyra mid.
3 support bans.
I was going to say that he does
disrespect.
play. He does play. Yavid does happen to play almost exclusively Zyra and Malphite.
Yeah.
So
It's fair.
I mean, he showed off a bit of his champion pool in top lane earlier this week, but we have not seen much more of his mid pool besides this Zyra and Malphite. So we will see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was just about to say, I think
ban.
the Mundo ban should come through, just so Russ doesn't have his default blind pick that he's been going with.
Mm-hmm.
though he would not have to blind pick here. He could
but
pick
I'm saying
virtually
if they're going to blind pick, they've taken that away. Yeah, out of Russ's 7 games, 4 of them have been on Mundo. He's played 2 Scion games and a Mordekaiser game. He's gone even on Mundo and Scion, and 1-0 on Mordekaiser. Okay, it's a Maokai blind pick. So they are saving 80 carry question mark for their last pick. Honestly, given this team, there's a non-zero chance this is a Katarina Lulu bot lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has played it before. I don't remember if he won or not, but I remember it was crazy. He did get a quadra kill that game. Okay, yeah, he went 9-9-4, but didn't end up winning. The Senna support is locked in. Okay, this is very interesting comp. They have almost no AP damage.
There it
is. The Anivia is locked in. So we do get to see an expansion in Yavi's champion pool.
Play. Pick.
Okay.
They're
hovering some champions here. What the hell is happening?
They're cycling through.
The Rise hover?
Used is about where I am right now.
Yana. Okay, it is Katarina bot. That's awesome.
Holy moly.
This is like better than anything I could have asked for this game.
Maokai top, Viego jungle, Kiana mid?
I think that's the best bet, yeah.
Yeah. Both Cam and Dave are known Katarina players and Kiana players, so they honestly could flex it, but I don't see anyone playing Katarina APC besides Cam.
Kiana is interesting into Poppy.
Correct? But it does do pretty well into Anivia, if I'm correct.
Right. Especially because of Anivia gives you more terrain to ult off of.
Yes.
Right.
Which does tend to be a bonus.
Just don't max W, you know? Don't level it up even. It's not very useful.
Sit on those upgrade points.
Yeah, bro. Just put it into E and Q.
well, even past level 13, just sit on your upgrade points. Don't actually put them in the.
Yo, what's Stan doing in the lobby? Get him in here.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Oh wait, let me turn off stream so I can't. Okay, there actually used to be a thing with Anivia, or at least a build that I saw somewhere, top voted guide, where you level up your W until level.
I actually had 1 HP. I couldn't even see the slimming.
There's no way that could ever have been correct, right? To just not level that.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like W is so good on Anivia. Just like the amounts. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not as great in lane.
It depends on the champion. Like if you're against Talon or something, it's not as useful. You know what I mean? It gives us another thing to E off of. So
I guess, yeah.
It's very depends on what opponent you're up against.
For sure.
You're up against an opponent with no mobility. That wall is everything in the match.
Yeah. If I've been in the stream chat for a bit, like giving takes, but
Oh, I have too many fucking tabs to manage.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Whenever they hovered Gwen, I was about to be so mad if they picked that into Poppy, because there is no way that champion.
Yeah,
can
I was
exist
gonna say
with
Poppy
in
into Gwen
sight.
would not.
Are you
Right.
I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like it's not actually that bad.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
It's probably
like,
even. Just because
your
like,
W
Gwen
doesn't
just
block anything.
Roy's
and
tanks though.
I guess, but like you're part of the reason. Like a lot of her damage comes from the like. How is she gonna get up to Poppy?
Right.
I mean, you just
Like,
run at her.
yeah,
And you just fade it out.
Poppy walks away.
Looking at it, it is a even matchup. It is not favored in either direction.
Hmm.
I think they just each have little tidbits about each other that
I
like
guess.
slightly counter each other, and it just kind of evens out.
Never get your
While we are
autos
waiting,
off.
I am going to highlight the key matchup because it is not letting us down. If we're not wrong, the matchup between Dave and Ducky today is going to be Katarina versus Jinx bot lane. So it is going to be pretty damn interesting. I don't think anyone would have called that going into this game, but you never know. Ducky is on his second most played champion, which I think just means he's played it once. I guess someone's fire alarm just went off.
You better pick up the phone. You gotta call.
So true. I apologize to any of our viewers who had their ears shattered by that. But
This is a reminder to turn the stream volume to something that is comfortable at both max and minimum volumes. Oh, there he
I
goes.
assume that was the Apex fire alarm.
Oh.
It is a bit of a problem.
I haven't played Apex. I don't know anything
No.
about it.
Like, the building that he lives in is called Apex. It is a
Oh, I
meme
see, I
on
see.
campus. The fire alarm is always going off. Okay,
I
it
see.
looks like it's Katarina mid, Kiana bot.
That is a possibility, but I think it's. What's the,
I
what's the
think they
support
might be doing a
there
bit
again?
of trolling.
What's the support that is in the other team's bot lane?
Lulu.
No, the other one.
Oh, Senna.
I don't know. I think that
I'd
Katarina would
much
be a
prefer
better-
to be Katarina bot. Yeah.
I think Katarina is a smarter thing to do. I mean, it could very well depend on what they have in mind.
Yeah.
They
I,
could
I
even-
think they're doing a bit of trolling.
If they really wanted, they could have the Maokai be support and send Lulu top or something. But you know,
True.
who knows? I think
I think that would be a
good.
touch out of Mimi's comfort zone.
That's
I don't know. I don't think I've ever played a game with Mimi on my team, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I can tell you she likes
Your winning
Enchanted.
son did ban 5Zs as their ban, which I think is pretty funny. Okay, the trade did come through. It is almost definitely confirmed to be Katarina ADC. I will say the funny thing is Anivia's two worst matchups statistically are Kiana and then Katarina, which is pretty funny. So either way they took it, it would be a pretty miserable matchup mid lane.
Well, I think they were looking for some AoE AP. So
Yeah,
they can
no,
get
I mean, I
buffs.
think you did need to pick a champion like Poppy. I mean, like Anivia, because of the
Yeah.
comp. But I just think it's funny that it's like those
It's
two
gonna be-
champions in particular.
Anivia already like really struggles in lane, and that's why she has her passive.
Oh.
So let's see. Unfortunately, with the nerfs to teleport, they're not going to be able to teleport to that. So
True.
so
Or
that's going to
at
be
least until
even rougher
14
phase.
minutes.
Until 14.
Yeah.
But even by then, laning phase is like almost over. So it's like, yeah. And as soon as Anivia has ult, she can like manage waves. But
Yeah.
until then, it's a struggle, I will say.
Yeah, I will say the last time we saw Yavid play into an assassin, it did not go super great, and both Cam and Dave are known for their flashy assassin plays. I think Dave's most played champion mid is Katarina, if I had to guess, and then or Kiana, one of the two actually, and then Cam did have that Fizz as his champion to look out for, so they're both very skilled assassin players. The one thing that I am worrying about with the Russycats draft is they do have the assassins, a Maokai and a Lulu. Typically the Enchantress comps that you see are more about like keeping a like DPS mage and like a ADC alive, but this comp right here, it does have a bunch of assassins.
That is true.
That was unfortunate.
They are definitely gonna be gunning for that Jinx and Senna though. They're gonna pop, but the rest of the team, it's gonna be a little bit tougher to kill them. So
Yeah, if Poppy and
Yeah.
Hecarim are able to keep them off their backline,
Well,
I
wait.
think it's pretty big.
if they
but-
okay, I think I have an idea. So like maybe what they're trying to do is pop the ADC and then have Viego become them. Then they
True.
have an ADC.
That works.
That works.
And I guess your winning son has given them 3 DPS champions to choose
That's so
from to
big
give to the
brain.
Viego.
That's so smart.
There is going to be a bit of a sleeper matchup top lane with the tank v tank. I don't know. I hope the directed camera does not just focus up there because I don't think it's going to be super exciting. I think there's going to be a lot to watch mid lane. I don't think bot lane is going to be too exciting. It's probably just going to be Katarina getting shoved off the wave for a lot of
Bot
the early
lane,
lane.
I think if I had to call it, it will be very exciting when the first kill happens. And
Yes.
then
I
it
just
will
have
be
no
decided.
clue when that will happen, you know?
I mean, it could come back, but like, I think when the first kill happens, that's going to be a major decider. So if we see junglers start pathing down, or even mid roams or a TP potential, but
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's definitely potential from the bot lane of Yawning Sun to just hard carry this game. If Joel and Gould are able to keep the assassins off of him. I just don't know how easy that's going to be considering there's 3 of them.
I see.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
think this is going to be an interesting game for sure. I think any game where you have Katarina bot is it's going to be a fun time.
Yes, sir.
The lack of range champs TRC could pose to be an issue.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been saying. Like, they're just all assassins. Like, you need to get just directly on top of them to do anything. Like, the longest range ability you have is like Maokai and Kiana ultimates, and like even those require you to kind of be positioned in like a very specific place, or just like stand still for an absurdly long amount of time. Because Maokai ultimate is not a fast ability at all.
Yeah.
Alternatively, there is Katarina E to get there, but I mean, once you're there, you'll be in the
think-
middle of
Yeah, I
Chaos.
think Winning Sun has like a lot of heal for the carry, so it's going to be hard for them to get on top. But I think as soon as they do, they just Viego moment and it's over.
I have loaded in before I loaded in faster than they did, so I'm now stuck on absolutely nothing.
Sounds great.
All right. Got Silk saying Xbox record that. Do I know what exactly he's talking about? Absolutely not. Did he maybe flash and base? No. I was hoping for something funny, you know. Alright.
Worth noting that Lulu has heal.
Yeah, I like doing that when I am
It's certainly
playing
not bad.
Enchantresses. Yeah, I'm a big fan of just give the Enchantress the heal because it synergizes way better with items.
And especially with
Generally.
the lane being Katarina. Ooh, D shield. Interesting, interesting.
I think it's really
That's
smart,
what I would
especially
go.
into double
I would go
range.
D-shield.
Yeah,
It certainly makes it a lot safer into a ranged matchup. So that is very good. I
I think
think.
it is also potentially a sign that Dave is willing to play the lane kind of slow and not try and hard force stuff
Yeah.
really, which is nice.
Yeah, Lulu, I think, takes a little bit of time to be able to get to that big shield that she's known for.
Cam is doing some hula hooping in the bush. Absolute menace
Yes, sir.
behavior. I think of all the teams, this matchup is the one that has the most like close friends across the board, and I feel like those are always the ones that are most exciting to watch all champions. We've already had like 15 messages. We're like a minute and a half into the game, so I think it is a good time. Okay, Poppy appears to be winning the tank off top lane, at least initially.
There is the whole Maokai passive thing.
Yeah.
He auto attacks once. It's a lot of his health bar.
Yes, they did buff that like
Yeah.
halfway through last season, right? Too. I think so.
I couldn't. I don't know.
I think they nerfed the Z and then gave him more healing to compensate.
It's unfortunate. His E was the best part, bro.
For supports, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Support.
Yeah, Eric is doing a very good job of harassing them under tower with his level 2 advantage.
Let's see.
Okay, Cam is making a play
Here's the
already.
level-
That was pretty
Right.
aggressive.
Oh, here comes the Hecarim gang. Oh, both junglers are ganking. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. The Poppy flash comes out first and lets Silico hit the stun.
He should be able to just get away. He has Blade.
TP back from Poppy.
Fighting top rip.
Yeah. Looks like they're just disengaging. Nothing too crazy. The CS lead bot is about what we expected it to be, and they almost have a tower plate. Davis going in does get the double root under tower, and that's so much damage onto the side of Russycats.
Yeah, both supports provide enough sustain that it's gonna be pretty inactive, I think.
I will say the thing about Lulu, she doesn't actually have direct sustain, it's just damage mitigation.
Yeah.
Right.
So if they are able to get huge trades down, there's not much you can really do to make up for it. The Doran shield is going to help, but it's definitely not the same as having a Senna right next to you.
That's true. Especially since the Jinx has a deep blade as well. He's able to
True.
heal back up while pumping out damage. I'm surprised to see
Surprised to see.
so I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
But I know that's how casting works, but I don't have somewhere that's going. I'm just
Oh,
like
okay.
I don't know, I'm just kind of like amazed, but
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm amazed at. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, Silica's doing a very good job here. He's up 3 camps now. And he does have the kill participation. Looks like Gould is going to be going for a Fimbulwinter Hecarim. At least presumably, because he does have the tier already. Pretty interesting.
I can't imagine that's.
Like they show some shenanigans having bot lane.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, this may be
Hecarim
that first kill we were
comes
talking
in.
about. Silco hits the stun. That's an interesting flash by Ducky. I'm
There
not
you
sure if
go.
that's necessarily what he wants to do, but it looks like he is going to get the first blood. The flash comes out from the
That
side of
might just
Katarina.
be a
The healing comes
dead
out,
hole, very
and it's
close.
one kill traded either way. And then Eric dies also. The tower isn't able to get the return
Mid
kill
laners
on
are
the
in
kill.
bot lane.
Yep.
The Anivia a little late. Follow Kiana roam. That's to be expected. Just fast.
This could be
I think
bad
the-
for
I think the-
Hecarim, but I don't think he's pathing to the correct camps to actually get anything off of it. This is
I think
Not
the better
good
choice
for
for the
Anivia.
Anivia is push the wave.
Yeah.
Tower. Try and follow any Kiana roam.
Yeah. Ducky's flash in that fight was a bit interesting. I'd have to like go back and watch it to figure out exactly what happened, but it could have
I
just
didn't
been
even
like a
realize
vision thing. He kind of like flashed closer to the enemy team, but I don't know if it was like to dodge a skill shot or something. It was just I was thrown off by it, I guess. It looks like Russ is going in because he hit 6, but Poppy is out trading him pretty significantly.
They'll still be able to heal back up, so it's not really terrible.
Joel does do a good job of not dying to like a level 6 all in there, but Russ also didn't commit the ult down, so kind of just evens out. Those
Oh, yeah, the thing
shield
about
grasp
Maokai
autos
is
are
that
ridiculous.
The longer it, the long travel.
Oh, here we go.
Longer.
Okay, that was a good stun coming out from Joel here, but okay, the ult's stalling out for the
Hecarim
Hecarim.
will get there.
Okay, wait, this is huge. Is this a double kill for
Yeah.
gold?
Probably just
Okay, now
double.
they split the kills, but that's very good for the top side of Yoening Sun.
Viego's
It is better to spread out the lead in case the assassin.
And they're
pops
both
their
tanks.
carry.
It's not like you're
Yeah.
really getting either your carries fed there.
Because if we have a Viego moment where the person who's most fed it dies,
True.
yeah, that can decide the game.
down.
Ooh,
Hecarim are in the lane.
Hecarim R, okay.
Tower
This
shot.
might be the
Tower
kill.
shot, The Hecarim and
There's
tower
the flash.
combo,
Flash comes
Yeah.
out.
but she does get out
Just
alive.
not enough.
Just walks away.
Joel does get pretty low top lane.
That-
Yeah.
Now that
Oh,
is
interesting.
both summoners for Kiana.
Yeah. Gold
That's
does
true.
have a flash on Hecarim, which is interesting. I think that is
Amen.
definitely a play where if he had Ghost, he would have been able to pick that up, but
We also have Ignite.
true. But Flash is
Not that that's
definitely not the standard. I'll say that much.
Alright, here comes Silico.
Okay, the root comes down, but Silka's behind them.
Jinx
This is
goes
a
wide.
I
dead
think that's a
Senna.
dead Senna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinx is getting a lot of damage down. They actually don't have vision.
Exhaust?
Zaw
Yeah,
comes
the
out.
range difference is really big there.
Wow.
They just have nothing that has any range to finish off the Senna.
Katarina ended up stamping in a trap. No E reset.
That's unfortunate.
That was really well played by Erico to get out there. He didn't even have to burn any sums. It was just the exhaust coming down from Ducky.
Top lane's just some
Yeah.
playful
I feel like
slapping at
Joel
each
and
other.
Russ have decided that the way to do this is just stack as many grass procs on each other as possible.
That is the way to run top as a tank. So just try to equally scale. Because there's no killing the other person, even with
Yeah.
a K, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, Diego and Hecarim have both, you know, made some waves top lane, but
They've shown up.
it is 9.5 minutes in and no dragons have been taken. The first pings start to come down, but I don't know if there's actually going to be a play made. Kiana's lead on Anivia is pretty big here, but it's not enough to give Russycats the gold lead in the game. That said, there is a Senna, so that kind of explains a lot of it. That was a really good stun hitting down. The Viego comes out, and that's, yep, really, really, really good bait from Cam there.
Yeah. That was well
A
coordinated.
lot of good. Becker
Oh,
unable.
that's my bad. Yeah, so the junglers are like about even, and same with
About
top
1,000.
lane. Kiana is
1,000
up
gold
1,000 gold, and then yeah, so it's pretty much almost entirely Senna keeping the game even.
That's just how laning is for Anivia, especially into a counter.
Oh my god.
Is not a dead. Nah,
Oh,
that's a dead flop.
Holy shit.
Going
Really
a
good
little bit
outplay
too
by
far.
Russ. Yeah.
It's a perfectly timed stun.
It looked like for like a split second there, Joel couldn't decide if he was going to fully commit to it or not.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be big. The ult hits, but doesn't do quite enough damage. They do have to be careful because Silico is coming down the play. The stun does not hit. The auto gets canceled by camouflage, and the Senna W does not hit. David's taking a lot of damage from the wave there. Oh, this stun does hit. The Katarina ult comes down. It's not enough, but the Viego hits and he gets a reset. That should just be a double kill for Viego. Yep.
That's it.
Oh, nice. They get a counter kill back in the mid lane
Another double
from a
kill.
gank by Gold.
Or not a double kill. But mid also got ganked. Both junglers are certainly showing.
Yeah, there's a
presence
lot of
and-
impact on the map, which is fun.
Yeah.
Cam seems a bit upset about dying there with the all chat, all caps, damn.
Yeah.
He might have been hoping for that perfect KD this game, but doesn't quite get it. Russ appears to be playing this lane really well.
Three items complete. Decided. 4. No one. Are you?
You're like cutting in and out, Jonah. Oh, there could be stuff happening in the river here. Is this a 2v2 potentially? Yeah, okay. Really good disengage from Joel there. His jungler didn't path in a way that would have gotten him there in time, so choosing to just end the fight right there was pretty smart.
Yeah. I feel like you could hit the blast gun there, but
Yeah.
maybe it's disengaging is safer.
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible Joel just goes, I'm just going to ult him out. Don't come to help, but
Yeah. Well, it looks like they're. Ooh.
yeah, they just keep fighting
They're
like
fighting
side
for
by
Rift.
side here. This looks like it's going to be a pretty big fight coming up.
Kiana's roaming up. I don't think Anivia is going to be able to.
Oh,
help
that's a
very much.
lot of damage right down. The stun misses
Oh.
onto Joel, but he burns his ranged auto onto the vision cone.
Yeah, oh,
The Kiana ulti
Hecarim's
comes down and
that
hits a
Kiana
few.
hit all of them, pretty
Hecarim's
sure.
dead, Anivia's an egg, and the flash stun comes down onto Poppy. That's a huge fight for the side of Russycats.
They're probably going to get rift off of that as well.
Yeah. I'm not sure they're going to be able to deploy it in time to get plates, but
They're definitely not, but it's still significant.
yeah, that fight just
lead
dragged
for
on
them.
for so long and just got worse and worse for Russycats as it goes on. I think they have a
Yeah.
chance, or I mean, worse and worse for winning Sun. I think they had a chance initially if Kiana wasn't rotating to the fight, but as soon as Kiana rotates, that's just a lost fight for them. Pretty
Mhm.
unfortunate. Oh, that's a huge
Nice.
Katarina ult. Pops
Big.
the Jinx. The root lasts long enough
The E or
to
something?
potentially get this. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the heal.
Zenna heal.
Huge
Oh!
play from Eric there.
That was a good Lulu ult, but it unfortunately was not.
Hecarim
enough.
might be able to pick this up.
Is that
Oh, the root hits. Yep,
Yeah.
that's a dead
He's down.
Lulu for
You
sure.
just gotta
Yes.
commit to it.
does have 4 kills?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
The emoting coming through, and then he just last hits the kill. Oh, Cam is lurking. Interesting to see whether he goes for this. Okay, the flash comes through. Oh, and he misses. I mean, it's still enough to get the kill.
still dead.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That is a dead Senna. It's just
Oh,
how
okay,
long
yep.
it's gonna be.
Good
Ooh,
shot.
Jinx ulti.
There's no way my fire alarm goes off a second time, right?
You'd hope. All right,
Yeah.
Silico's making a play. He gets rooted up by the Jinx traps. The ult comes through, and Ducky just stood too close, and he gets caught out. Silico gets the
bad,
reset,
but
plays
might
on the
wanna
Jinx
get
traps,
off.
roots the Hecarim, and then Cam comes up to follow up and get the kill.
I think that is.
And yeah, that's just Katarina
Katarina's
ultimate.
so strong right now.
Russycats are just making really well coordinated plays together.
There's just like way too many skirmishes for Yawning Sun to
Yeah.
have any chance to stick in the game at this pace. I will say, it's nice that there's no Chem Drag still in the game, because if Chem Drag came into play, there's zero shot Yawning Sun could win the game, but thankfully
It's too
it has been
overpowered.
removed from the rift.
They had to give it to a champion instead of a.
God. I will have to watch the VOD for this because wow, some stuff happened in the 15 minutes I was gone.
It was. There were two big plays one for Rift and one for Drag. That,
Gotcha.
It was
I'm just-
good for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still not like that bad, but the Katarina and Kiana have just gotten so
It's a
much.
5k gold diff.
Hey, with
was
objective bounties, it's not
very
impossible to
brutal.
come back here, especially with the Jinx.
Yeah,
You-
it's
you
not
put
an
the gold-
impossible game, but it is a tough.
Put the gold on to
Yeah.
Jinx.
I mean, with Jinx
or
Senna, yeah,
Weaver.
they both can scale
Yeah.
up pretty well.
It is
Yeah.
funny
They
that
think it's-
Senna
the big
has
thing-
more gold than the Jinx, but I guess she does have 3 of the
So,
kills.
It's
The big thing
Okay.
right now is just
Russ is
buying
engaging. Joel does a really good job tossing him back into tower. Senna
That's a
slows,
good
and then
Good
it's
Senna
another
ulti,
kill for
yeah.
Senna. Yeah,
You.
Senna is
Listening
starting
fault.
to become the carry in this game, despite being played in the support position.
It's just a weird starving Senna setup.
Yeah.
God, every fucking
Dave's sitting exactly out of range of the sweeper. This is going to be interesting if a fight comes up, because I don't think either team knows the other's there. Both maybe intentionally, but playing out of vision really well. There is a bit of a disengage. It's possible that Gould is going to go for something, get caught out, but no, they're just waiting here. They know he's going to try to go for this blue buff,
This.
and he
is-
doesn't.
Hmm.
They're wasting so much time doing this.
That
And now
push
they're
is
just taking the
mighty
blue buff.
fine though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're
The
like
most
"Alright."
elaborate blue buff steal of all time.
Yana should just... I feel like she can just pop one of them. That's a really good knockup by Joel there. Oh, this is looking so bad for Yawning Sun's bot lane. They're getting double collapsed on by Assassins plus Lulu. Not what you want to see. That ulti, again, almost just completely one-shotting. It's not enough this time, though. Sen is able to get some sustain back down. Looks like a more important fight is happening topside. Russ ults. It is not enough to hold them down, but Silico almost
was
gets
the-
out. He goes back in, and he's just going to get killed by
Oh,
Poppy.
Dangerous mistake, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he.
That
Silico
Poppy's
flashed
done.
out there, but he
Yeah.
re-engaged, unfortunately.
Okay, Russ is able to get a kill in return. It looks like the Russycats were able to secure a tower bot lane, but didn't get a kill. And yeah, V is able to pick something up. The Kiana ult does
Nice
miss
Ignite
onto
kill,
Senna,
by the
but the
way.
Q is able to get it, and that Ignite gets another kill. That's a double kill coming down for Kiana.
And
Every
that
time-
flash one as well.
Every time that Winning Sun is able to pull something off, Russycats does as well. It's very interesting.
I mean, their
That
team comp is
Maokai
just
is,
so heavily set towards skirmishes, and Yawning Sun's just been out of position just slightly enough so many times that it just allows them to snowball a huge lead here.
That Maokai already so tanky.
Uh,
Able to survive so long in that 1 versus 2, 1 versus 3.
I'm imagining that Kiana's building a Ghost Blade as well right now based on the current items.
Eventually, maybe we're getting Axiomark Gamer. You never know.
Oh, true. Oh, yeah, Axiomark might make more sense. But given how much they've been roaming, I wouldn't be
Okay,
surprised.
Eric has pinged his Senna passive. He is 19 minutes in, has 72 stacks. That is absolutely absurd. He's about 75% of the way to his rapid fire cannon too, which is pretty big.
That's a lot of Senna stack when he
Yeah.
gets into the game.
He's gonna be easily
This
breaking
Senna has the
700
potential
range
to
from
get
his
out of
RC.
control very quickly.
Yeah, because they just have nothing to like get onto her if she positions right. Eric has played a lot of ADC, so I trust his positioning in that respect. Joel's just dead here, right? Unless it's a bait? Never mind. He just sends Dave flying across the map. There's so many souls getting picked up for Eric. He's almost at that 80
That
bench.
Senna should be over 100 souls now. No, not quite.
Picks up in 25.
Close.
I mean, she had 72 a minute ago.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah,
terrified if she
I
had
read it
100.
wrong. I read it wrong.
Fastest harvester in the West.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the Maokai ult comes down. The Katarina instantly stunned. Gets taken
Yeah.
down by Anivia. The Kiana goes on the back line.
Oh, that
Three-man
Kiana
ultimate.
ulti.
That's
Yeah,
like
no,
three flashes coming out from the side of Winning Sun. Eric is almost able to kill Katarina, but that's a 1 for 4.
Winning Sun was almost able to turn that around until that Kiana ulti.
That Kiana ult coming up huge.
Oh.
Oh,
There she goes. Wait, what?
Stealth.
Yeah, he didn't have a ward to drop that down.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, if he walks up to Kiana, he just dies, so he doesn't really have much of a choice there, which is pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's really just like an Eric 1v9 game, I feel like.
A lot of them are very low.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
the
imagine the
ultra
next team
advance
fight
is
is not
so
going to
good.
be as close.
Yeah. I don't know, they did a really good job of shutting the Katarina down.
Yeah.
I mean, if the team fight happens in a lane, I think there's a huge advantage to be had for the side of Winning Sun. It happens in
not
the
that-
jungle like that, it's
right.
just, it's so bad.
Very heavily sided.
Thoughts on the Katarina with the Luden's Echo?
No?
I just noticed it now.
It is definitely to just keep one-popping this Jinx over and over again. I don't know
I
how else he
mean-
would buy it.
Wouldn't Night Harvester be
Night
good as
Harvester
well and
or
increase speed?
Proto Belt, just better
Yeah.
choices.
You
Maybe
never
they
know.
want the doesn't Luden's Tempest give like
Move speed?
move speed or something? Maybe that's why.
So
Well,
does
Night
Night
Harvester
Harvester
gives
though.
move speed off of the procs, yeah.
And
but I
Proto
think
Belt gives you movement speed towards enemies.
It might work the same way that like Chem Tank did, where because of your dashes you charge it up really quickly. I'm not sure. It could
well, no,
just
'cause
be
their
that.
Katarina's a blink, not dash.
Oh, I mean, I think it's based on like
Units
Just
travel.
yeah, units travel.
Gotcha.
I'm not entirely sure. It could also just be that when you throw the dagger, you want it to splash onto the whole team. I don't know.
That's
Imagine
probably
if
what
it was
it's
like
for.
Runins and it split the dagger.
That would be
for the
interesting.
dagger or the ult. So
Yeah.
Maybe it's for the
Alternatively,
wave
it could
clear.
also just be for the Magic Pen.
True.
That might be it.
doesn't-
Though
Yeah.
Proto
Oh
Belt
yeah,
gives the
Harvest.
same.
Proto
Yeah,
Belt's
Proto
better
Belt
for
gets it.
Night Harvester does not Proto Belt.
we'll have to ask.
Yeah. Maybe it's
Um,
just funny. Okay, where's the... Oh! Does
This
not
is the
interrupt
fight
the
in the
dash.
jungle.
Interrupts it
now they
now.
all-
I think
Yeah,
they went to
and the
block it.
Katarina comes down, not able to
Yeah.
be stopped.
They
Gets
just
sidesteps
keep
it
fighting with
perfectly.
these jungle pathways for the
Yeah.
Kiana ulti to
Yeah.
just wreck them.
Yeah, Silica just flashes, shuts down Eric perfectly. That's exactly what he needs to do. Ducky is kiting pretty well. Oh, that flash is very nice. He might just get out here.
very clean.
Oh, he's walking over vision.
If your Wingsling is gonna be ever get a chance to pick a fight of their own, they're gonna have to do it in a lane, or maybe actually not even in river, but like they're gonna have to do it in a lane so that they don't just get destroyed by Kiana
Yeah.
ultis.
Gosh, this is very intense.
Are they gonna go for the execute? No, okay.
I think he was just hoping he wouldn't find him. He's trying to fight it. He
he gonna
should be
try
able
to
to just
execute?
get out here.
Yeah.
Oh?
There goes.
Here goes.
He got hit though, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of unlucky, I guess.
Still
Yeah,
not
I
the
think
worst.
the big issue is that for the next fight, these flashes are gonna all be back up for the side of Russycats. Because in that one, down in like red side jungle, they burned 3 flashes, so like there was the off chance that they didn't win that next team fight because of those resources committed. But
Yeah.
Yavid and Gould's flashes are up, so presumably they had them available in last fight and didn't get to use them. So it should just be about even flashes across the board. Russycats is going for the Baron here. It's possible that there could be a turn, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, Zach
gets
gets
focused
shrunk
from
down
Senna
so
to
well.
Dang, I get
Silco
the
gets
stun on the
bounced. The
Diego.
Lulu ult's down.
I ult.
Oh, this is a huge Hecarim ulti too.
Heck no.
Oh no,
Do
Kiana
they
just
have the
fucking
damage?
pops both the ADCs.
Yeah, they just don't quite have the AoE
Yep.
damage, it seems. Even with all the rest, like the CC Wombo comboing that they did with Poppy and Hecarim, they just don't have the damage to back it up yet.
Well, the big
Yeah.
issue is that a lot of it missed.
It was just they weren't in range
Yeah.
too. The tanks both saw an angle to go in, and they just completely split up their team, and Kiana just carves up the entire backside.
You can take a look
Yeah.
at the Senna souls.
Oh, they're just dead. Sun has 90 souls.
Getting up there.
Yeah, it's just definitely slowed down since they haven't been doing as well. Oh my god. he's
Oh
just
my
gone.
god. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like in every team fight, they did a really good job of keeping their eyes on Dave on the Katarina and just completely ignored Cam.
Every minute that the Senna spends dead is a minute not spending farming souls, so it's very good for their assassin comp is working out very well for them.
I don't know, it started off looking pretty good for your winning Sun, just because like the Hecarim was playing around the Poppy and just not creating too many skirmishes around assassins and, you know, his own squishy teammates, but there started being more and more fights around those squishy champions, and it goes so well for Russycats so quickly. Yeah, I think this is just a dead Anivia. There's no egg available, and Maokai just tanks all the aggro.
Honestly, probably for the best that there isn't an egg there.
Yeah. The Ocean Soul is pretty big. This might, yeah.
I mean,
Katarina
if
just
there
gets
was an
popped
egg,
there.
then Poppy could have TP'd to it and they would have been under tower, but I don't
True.
know. Still probably wouldn't.
No,
have
I
been.
don't think Poppy can TP the egg. I don't think you can
You
TP
can
the
with
egg, can you?
With Unleash,
Oh,
you
okay.
can.
Okay.
I thought it was separate from like
Gold
Zach
is
because
a
you're still
bit-
technically the champion.
No.
Okay.
It's the same as Zach.
Wait, does that mean Zach can TP out of his passive like Anivia can?
TP out.
If you start a
Oh,
TP as
right.
Anivia and then turn to egg, then you keep it up because
So
you're still
with
the champion.
With Zach, you like split up into 4, so
Yeah.
I think that doesn't work that
Yeah,
way.
it shouldn't.
Because the blobs like rejoin.
Alright, Eric is getting some damage down, but with this Ocean Soul, it's like actually going to be so hard to actually poke them for a meaningful amount. They're just going to sit here and chunk it all up. The Anivia Storm is doing a lot. That
Ooh.
honks Eric, but Ducky and Eric are able to position well enough that they're fine. That's a lot of damage coming down, and that's not good for Eric. That stun comes down, just fucking one pops Ducky, he's gone. Silco is tanking up tower, he still has the GA. When he swaps over, he won't have the GA, but he does get a Nivea passive instead. He should ult here and then try and box the Hecarim. He should manage to get the kill, but no. Oh, he does anyway, the red
Yeah.
buff coming in
With the
really
red
strong.
buff.
He dashes to steal the
coming.
Hecarim soul, and he's just gonna run away. Oh, never mind, he's going back in.
He's
Silco's
beefing it
an
up, yeah.
absolute
What a
fighting the
beast.
entire team.
Oh, stopping the ulti
Yep.
channel too.
Uh,
Oh no, it doesn't quite get
I mean,
there.
when
watching
we-
him
when we
die through GA to Fountain would have been really funny, but fortunately it doesn't happen. Eric should be able to get the GA, but Dave shows up to just zone him off so he can.
Like,
Yeah, Winning
we
Sun just
said
has to play
earlier-
so respectful of all these assassins.
Ooh.
Really hard
Oh.
to play.
Speaking of respecting the assassins,
Yep. The Jinx rocket was huge, but
It's a Maokai
the ultimate's
TP.
hitting Katarina and it's not enough.
yeah, that's a stun right there. Yep. There goes the Lulu.
The resets onto Jinx could be pretty big. I think as soon as Silico falls down initially, they won't be able to get him. Dave is hiding on the flank. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to get
I
anything.
think that was
But
I
when
don't
Cam
think
shows
getting
back
some
up, it could be
really
big.
good E stuns in this chase.
Yep, the Kiana ulti here could be huge, but he just doesn't cast it. He did have it available. He's looking for the one-shot down onto Jinx, and he does get it. Russ is just living forever on this Maokai. Yeah, they just have no way to damage him. So he's just kind of holding there until Cam decides to kill him. Nivea comes through, and with Leandre, she should be able to do something. They absolute slugfest in the mid lane, but as soon as Rush shows up, it's just sunk for Joel. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. He roots him into the Kiana ultimate and then lost.
Oh, I did just look up some stuff just for the sake of clarification. You can't actually TP onto a Nivea egg. You can TP to Zac blobs because they count as like minions, but you can't TP to a Nivea egg because it counts as champion.
Really?
Smooch.
Yeah.
And Eric gets one shot. Goodbye.
I know you used to be able to TP to a Nivea egg.
I think you're thinking of a Nivea egg being able to TP. That could be it.
Is that what you're saying? Or is that what I'm saying?
I don't know. Someone's saying it.
I'll have to look into it again.
These KDs coming from Cam and Silico are looking
Disgusting.
yeah.
Oh,
The Flash
ulti.
Hecarim card comes down, but oh, that wasn't Fimbulwinter, that was Manamune. That's an interesting build. I just kind of assumed he was going full tank.
With that Cirelia's Grudge, the Kiana is actually like surprisingly bulky.
It doesn't give you health.
Does it not?
No.
Huh. For some reason I thought that was one of those like bruiser mix items or something like that.
No.
In that case, I'm not sure. The Kiana just, maybe it's just that the Hecarim doesn't do enough damage right now, but it's just that every now and then I look at their health bar and it's like, wow, that looks like a lot.
No. I mean, she could just have good health scaling, too. She is a scaling assassin. Probably has some good base stats built in.
Why did I think that? I thought it was, for some reason I thought it was one of those like, maybe I'm thinking like
I
Fever,
think part of the
like,
reason
builder.
for her amount of
Or I'm
health is
thinking
the fact
Rylai's.
that she is currently level 17.
Yeah.
Compared
Oh
to
yeah,
the,
that'll do it. No, I was
They
thinking
might
Rylai's.
be able to get Silico down here. Ducky kites really well. He's able to get excited, and he just immediately takes that movement speed to run into base and heal up. The Elder Dragon is coming up soon. That might
Winning
be what
some-
they need
getting
to
a couple
finally
big
end.
good fights here. It's
Yeah,
just that
the
they
game's
haven't
gonna
been
get
able to push
harder
out a
and
base
harder for Russycats to end, just because of the way their
Looks like
comp
they're going
works.
for a bush play right here. Oh. Yeah, if this Hecarim dies, I think that's game.
Oh, he anticipated it. He stops the Katarina ulti. Katarina's dead. This should get Maokai dead too, but Cam is just patiently waiting for them to step up. He runs down. The
Here
ulti comes
ult.
through. It hits
Here it
no
comes.
one.
Oh, that's huge for
Ooh,
Yeah.
Winston.
And Senna and Jinx
That's
should
the
just
play
be able
they
to have a field day.
Yeah,
That's what
Yeah, okay.
Sun needs.
they finally got the fight they needed.
Ducky's
when they
excited,
needed
and he
it,
gets
so
to
now
kill
they
with the
get-
W.
That's
get
They
the
don't
Elder
need to
Dragon.
worry about waves in
That's
base.
with Elder out. That's huge
Yeah.
for them.
And
That's
Elder
actually huge.
onto Jinx and Senna is like the last thing you ever want to do.
I think they get it before
so
Silico
much
could
range.
even look.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to hope. If Silico's able to cut him off, oh, Joel's playing so well. He catches out Silico, just
Yeah,
keeps him
no.
off as much as possible. If they get Elder mid-fight, he should be able to just win it. So yeah, Silico realizes that and backs off. Really, really, really well played by your winning son here.
That really just shows the dynamic of how these fights been going. Because like the moment that Kiana doesn't just wipe their team with an ulti, they actually are able to do things.
Right. I think it took them about 20 minutes, but they did realize that there was a Kiana on the enemy team. They need to be
Yeah.
careful about how they play around her.
Hmm.
Okay, this is officially the weirdest Katarina build I've ever.
Correct. He is
Is that a
he is a Giants belt.
This is officially
Wait, are they switching to the Proto Belt build? Wait, no, that's
weirdest
not even in Proto Belt.
Katarina
No,
build
it's
I've
not
ever
even
seen.
remotely in Proto Belt.
I don't know, maybe.
It's a demonic embrace, bro.
Wow,
yeah.
Jinx is across the map, but they just have Poppy and Senna here. Are they just gonna give Baron? I
With
guess they
Elder?
have to. Yeah, they don't have anyone there to like contest it.
You know, why
Guess
doesn't
not.
Giants Belt upgrade into Proto Belt? Why can't
see
I
that-
evolve my belt?
Because the stats wouldn't work.
Mm.
Very sad.
But
Proto Belt
is
does help.
Russycats gonna be able
Right,
to do
but not
anything?
that much help.
Well, you know.
It just should. It should give that much help. I say hating whenever a mage has any amount of a health bar.
This is interesting. I don't know if the Baron even gives that enough to end the game. Because Jinx and
They
Nivea
have
Senna wave clear is ridiculous.
The other thing is that
Oh,
like,
Yeah,
Winning
this
Sun
is
has to do
this
something
is
with
not
his
an
Elder
ambush
Dragon.
from Dave. This is just getting slaughtered by a Poppy. If he decides to fight that.
I mean, they're gonna be able to push out waves, but I don't think they're definitely not gonna be trying to fight with Elder. That's a risk I don't think they're gonna be willing to take.
2 different players now have itemized the Death Dance.
Yeah, that's
is
a
very
bit of a
good, right?
Good way
disgusting
to
item.
counteract the Jinx Senna.
That is true.
Yeah, Senna and Jinx are both on 3.5 items, and Jinx has purchased the stopwatch. I will say 3 members of your winning Sun have 11 deaths.
Oh, the
Ducky is
flash.
going for it. I don't know if it's enough. He does have to ult out, and Cam is right there. The stopwatch comes in huge.
That gets baiting
Yeah,
out.
keeps him alive.
The ult is
Yeah.
very huge for them.
It's just there's nothing to really fight around. And Ducky did have to burn Flash. The good, really, really good thing for them is that Kiana also burned Flash. So that does
Soul
make
check
them
again.
a bit
That looks like a lot of range on Senna.
131.
Oh my god.
He has 870 attack range with rapid fire cannon. I don't know. The longer this game goes, the more I'm liking it for the side of Winning Sun.
Winning Sun definitely wins if it gets that point.
Still
in
a
the game.
tier left to be completed for that Anivia.
The last like 5 to 10 minutes of this game has just been inside of Winning Sun's base
Yep.
for the most part.
Yeah.
Kiana
Yeah, farming
has
grind
built
out.
health now. She does have the Edge of Night.
It's an... oh, they're not even able to get the aim down.
Okay.
Going for
Oh,
something.
Kiana's across the map. This could be
that's a
huge.
Huge knockup.
Oh my god, the
Oh,
Katarina
it
reset
didn't-
comes down. It takes
Yeah,
out the
didn't have
Jinx, but the
anything to
Senna's
cancel the
still
ulti.
up.
Oh,
The
that's
Anivia egg
too
comes
low,
down.
Too.
This might just be game.
I
Yeah.
think that's for
Yeah,
Russycats.
that's gotta be it. They still have Baron up for a little bit too.
Yeah.
They finally got the, even in a 4v5, they managed to get a, like no one was able to interrupt the Katarina ulti fast enough
Yeah.
this time.
They just took their time and waited until Papa used her point and click CC and then decided to go for it.
I've discovered that the Katarina build is Titanic Hydra.
Jesus Christ.
I'm confused. That is not a Katarina build that I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really interesting game. I think it was a really good fight put up by your winning Sun. I think it would be interesting to see how the game would have gone if it wasn't such a fast-paced game at the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know. They clearly showed that they were able to play some team fights really, really well and position around their carries. It's just
Winning Sun still, like, I feel like there's a lot to look for them in the future based on how they played that game.
yes.
Like, they have a ridiculous amount of potential with some of those fights and like how well they were able to play from behind.
Yep. They lasted so long. I will say part of that is because it is the 4 assassin or like 3 assassin plus Maokai team comp. They don't really have any clear way to end, especially with like 0 range because you have like no siege built into your comp. So there's no
Right.
easy way to force an end. All right, I'm gonna cut stream. We can go hang out with them.